Evan McPherson has this one teed up. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here comes the Ravens on offense, and the man in charge from Louisville, the former MVP, Lamar Jackson.
And he remains the league's premier rushing threat and one of the biggest playmakers among quarterbacks. His goal each and every season, continue to expand his game as a passer and become well-rounded. All those highlight reel plays you see, they come off the fact that he can run it, throw it, and scares defenses every time he takes a snap.
A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll send Gibbons in motion. Now the former Sun Devil, it's Cam Scatterboo. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Jackson. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and run the option. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. So now following the roll of the dice, they've got a 1st and 10 inside the 35. Throwing is Jackson. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. Well, just the last thing you want to see here in the first quarter of a new season. Hopefully nothing serious. We'll step aside for a moment. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. And in for the Ravens touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens are on the board here first in the season opener. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you get game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Here are the Bengals on offense, and here is Joe Burrow ready to lead them at quarterback.
Hey, we all love a good story, and what we like even more, guys who can fight through adversity. Joe Burrow coming out of high school, goes to Ohio State, doesn't get a chance to start, transfers to LSU, not thought to be a top prospect, ends up the #1 pick in the draft, and justifies it. Tremendous play, excellent mobility, and leadership off the charts.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Now he's going to step up and run. Burrow on his toes that time as they get the first down.
And the Bengals first down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Coleman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
7-yard line.
As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
At the 39-yard line.
They go play action with Burrow. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and less than a yard.
Burrow going to keep it on the sneak. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's another Bengals first down. A gain of 1 yard.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, it shows confidence in your offensive line. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. And here's a handoff out of the gun. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
We'll get this down to the 21, just on the edge of the red zone. 2nd down and 6 now.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
And he'll find Chase on the right side complete. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Bengals respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. They said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him, because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they've got one of the few guys who are as fast as he is. And all it took was one drive, he burned them, and I don't think it's the last time they call his number in this one.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
He's tackled at the 40.
This is 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Play action. It's Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 39. A gain there of 21 yards.
First and 10 at the
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. From the 35, here's the 2nd down and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Now Jackson. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 22-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
7-7, our score after 1. second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On 1st down, McNeil. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 3.
To throw is Jackson. He'll try to pick it up himself. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with a touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Joe Burrow trots out again with the rest of his offense. Last series, the ball never hit the ground. 6 of 6, touchdown pass, so whatever he did then, do it again, right?
Yeah, it reminds me a lot of when I watch the best quarterbacks throw 7-on-7 or even routes versus air. They're accurate. The receivers catch it. The ball never touches the ground. Or if you want to take it to basketball, a well-executed fast break, right? Pass, 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 finish at the rim, basket. Yeah, the ball never hits the ground there either.
He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a 1st down.
And the Bengals 1st down. A gain of 5. 1st down, Cincinnati.
Now it's Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he's brought down. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a 1st down.
That's another Bengals 1st down. A gain of 13 yards.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he sidestepped one man, but reinforcements come to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there.
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Calling a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him, but even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. It's caught by Coleman. The Bengals on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 9. He'll try and do this himself. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
1st down. 1st and goal, Cincinnati.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
Taken down right at the line of scrimmage.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal.
At the 4-yard line.
He'll try again, but he will go backwards as he's stopped for a loss. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
3rd and goal, Burrow. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while, but when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
Well, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now. The Ravens send their punter out now. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. Cincinnati set to take over once again. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. There are none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That one a first down pickup of 8.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Coleman. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10.
And it's 3rd down.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now 17-14. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they can't bring him down. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. Now it's Jackson. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Bateman's got it on the crossing route here. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. From midfield now, here's Jackson. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
Tyler Luke on for the Ravens field goal. A 58.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. That also a career-long kick for the veteran, Charles.
Yeah, how about what he just got done there? We always knew he had a big leg, but how about everything coming together perfectly on that one? Great leg swing, and bang that one through.
So we are deadlocked at the break here, and the EA Sports halftime report starts now. Here's Scott Hansen. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Bengal offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't put anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
A gain of 18 on the
now Burrow. Throwing middle, and it's complete. From the 46, here's second down and 5.
Brings up second and 5.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third.
And 11.
Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down.
First down, Cincinnati.
When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage. And that's exactly what he got done there.
10 yards
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And that one too wide and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Burrow looking to pass. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. A great effort there. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bengals have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Ravens 17.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. A little juke. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
From the 31, here's a second down and 9. Jackson firing quickly out wide for Bateman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
A gain of 12 yards. That's good.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line.
Brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
They'll try the left side. McNeil showed that brute strength, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
48-yard line. It's a gain of 5.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Here's Jackson. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 34-yard line. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 34. Play action. Now Jackson. Pass caught by Phelan. Fighting his way through contact. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9.
25 more yards. That's another Baltimore first down.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Jackson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Jackson to throw. They'll try and do this. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Jamar Stewart in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down.
That's quite a stand there defensively. A huge sack on 3rd down, and that's going to force him into a field goal attempt.
On 4th down, on is Tyler Luke for the Baltimore field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is good. And that'll bring him back within 4. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send a message that says, hey, we're not going away.
Running room at the 50. Look out. And he's going to take this all the way down inside the 40.
Forget the idea of flipping the field. They have now put themselves in a position to score points with that big-time return.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
First down, Bengals.
Now it's Burrow. Over the middle, he finds Higgins. And down inside the 15 he goes. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Here's a 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2.
They give up the middle, Jenkins. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The Bengals on 3rd down. They've been flat getting it done, 8 for 9 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the Bengals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Oh, no, he lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. They work now on 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Jackson. This is Gibbons over the middle. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up
from the gun, it's Jackson. Open man is Bateman. It's complete.
Another miss.
Still on his feet. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good.
Up the middle they go. McNeil. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
7-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
They'll keep it on the ground. McNeil. That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. McNeil. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
The tackle made back at his own.
From the gun, Jackson. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 29-yard line.
It's a gain of 22 yards. That's another Baltimore 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 29.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Throw left side complete. That's Mills. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His 1st NFL reception goes for 6. And the Ravens have taken a 4th quarter lead.
24.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And able to get this out to the 25. Cincinnati's offense coming back here onto the field. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. They go play action with Burrow. Oh, he's got it wide open, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The end result, 21 yards.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here's Burrow. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Burrow will throw. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options and throws it away.
It's now 2nd and 10.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And he's going to be taken down. Back around the 35-yard line.
Kyle Hamilton running up from his safety spot and earning the sack.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback, he's not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
And the question now, can they get closer on third down? A field goal from here, you're looking at right about a 52-yarder. Now it's Burrow.
Throw right side, pulled in by Higgins.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. Made his first. This now from 42 yards out.
McPherson's kick is good.
And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. Now, we knew this had the potential to be a tight game, but with less than 3 minutes to play, couldn't be any tighter. We're all tied.
All locked up, right? And this next drive is going to tell us everything we need to know about this game because I want to see how they come out with the football. Are they going to be aggressive and attack downfield? You still got a 2-minute warning to come up? Or are they going to be conservative and try and hold on and maybe just get to overtime?
Here's 1st and 10.
They'll start by running the option to the right. And he is going to lose yardage here. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. He finds his man complete. That's Walton. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 to mark him down at the 39.
1st and 10 at the 39.
Jackson.
And a quick throw here, that's complete.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
Brings up 2nd.
Throwing. Jackson.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Jackson to throw.
And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. They'll run on first down. McNeil.
Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. Now 2nd and 4.
They'll keep it on the ground. McNeil. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
On 3rd down, McNeil. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
Field goal. A 33-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
So Burrow and the Bengals
Down by a field goal, 36 seconds remaining. Now Burrow. This is only week 1 of the season, folks. Get strapped in as they come up here 1st and 10.
And the Bengals first down. A gain of 11 on the play. First down.
And the spike comes here, and that stops the clock at 25 seconds.
Here's Burrow. That's complete to Chase. And this is not going to be what they needed. They get a few here, but now third down as the clock runs.
Jamar Chase. It's a gain of 6.
And the spike comes with just 12 seconds left to go.
Too far for a field goal. They've got to go. It's fourth down. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Yards on the play. That's good for a Bengals first down. A gain of.
Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.